We're watching today. Disney's falling off. That's what the video's about. Let's watch the video. Kai's with me. Hi, Kai.
Disney is no longer the magical, wonder-filled universe that it was when we were growing up. Not only have they been making uninspiring, lackluster new films, but they have been going back and changing old stories, altering the narratives of iconic creations. To make things even worse, they buy out competitive film studios who are actually making cinematic masterpieces and drag them into the mud.
True.
But the people have had enough with Disney's.
Yo, I feel like Disney's like the EA of games, you know what I mean? Or of movies. You feel me? Like Disney just buys and just ruins it. They're ruining it, fam. They're ruining it.
Boring and bleak vision for the future. They are losing hundreds of millions of dollars, bombing at the box office with record low sales, stock prices dropping to the lowest in decades, and while you think this may be an indication they need to change, it is only going to get worse. The real reason Disney is refusing to pay attention to their imminent doom is much deeper and darker than you could ever imagine.
Whoa.
You are not just blinded by nostalgia. Disney was actually at its peak from 1989 to 1999.
Absolutely, bro. Lion King, Aladdin. Oh my God, there's so many Little Mermaid. Bangers after bangers, chat. Who's doing it better than Disney? No one.
Was known as the Disney Renaissance, where some of their best movies were created. The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, The Lion King, Pocahontas, Hercules,
Mulan, Tarzan. Yo, they fell off heavy, bro. And now we got this. Look, don't we have? Isn't there a fucking movie that came out? I didn't watch the shit. There was like Elementals, which looked kind of whack, and then there was like a mermaid, squid, kraken thing or some shit. It was whack, bro.
I seen both.
Yeah, dude. For real, you watched them?
Yeah, I watched both of them.
Damn.
Elementals not too bad, but like it's not Tarzan, bro.
That's DreamWorks. Oop, wrong company, my fault.
Same thing.
Tarzan. These 8 classics all received an overwhelmingly positive critical reception, but more importantly, the fans loved it. Each film generated hundreds of millions of dollars in the box office. The Lion King earned the most at nearly $1 billion, making it the 57th most successful film of all time. These films were so successful that even their soundtracks were selling millions of copies. The Little Mermaid 6 times platinum, Beauty and the Beast 3 times platinum,
Going platinum
Aladdin
on a
3
fucking
times
movie?
platinum,
That's
Pocahontas
crazy.
3 times platinum. The Lion King reached diamond status.
Holy
now I did
shit.
skip over possibly the most
Yo, hitting diamond is wild.
iconic animated film of the 90s, Toy Story. And that's because Disney did not actually create this film. In the 80s, Pixar was just an animation group making commercials as a step towards their ultimate goal of making an animated feature film. The studio made shorts to test their RenderMan software and produce animation challenges for the team. Tin Toy successfully garnered attention from Disney, who wanted to expand the idea, making a film from the perspective of a toy. They developed a relationship
Ew, that
with
was Woody's. What the fuck? Woody is disgusting looking.
You look like
dude.
a banana in your refrigerator,
All right, bro. Like, what the dude? Like,
but light skin. Get the banana when you first put him in.
I don't like you right now, bro. Like on God, I don't like you, bro. I'll punch you.
Why?
But my banana in the you gonna bring it? Like, YouTube don't know about my banana. Like, only Twitch knows about my banana, dude.
Oh.
So now they know. Editor, you already put up a picture. It's too late.
Disney agreed to distribute 3 films for Pixar, as well as provide connections and budget to land superstars Tom Hanks
I'm taking my banana out of my fridge. I'm putting it on your lip when you sleeping.
I eat it. I love banana bread.
Oh,
and Tim Allen as lead
I'll gargle it and
roles,
spit
but
it at you.
Pixar had never written a movie. Luckily, their co-founder, John Lasseter, had previously been an employee of Disney and worked on The Fox and the Hound, so John was tasked with writing Pixar's first film. He spent nearly 2 years working on the first version of Toy Story that depicted Woody as a cynical jerk.
ew.
Who said your job was to think, Spring Wiener?
Well, I just thought that
use
you...
this vast reserve of brain
Oh my
power
God,
to
he was a
consider
dick.
this for a moment. If it wasn't for me, Andy wouldn't pay any attention to you at all. In fact, my sketchy friend, you would have been hauled away to Goodwill a long time ago, so shut your mouth. Get them off the bed.
When Pixar pitched this, Disney executives hated it. They thought the characters were mean-spirited and would send the wrong message to children, so they shut down production of the film. John was embarrassed and begged for another chance. Disney gave him 2 weeks to develop another version. The second iteration of the film depicted a perspective of toys who desperately want to be played with because they love and care about their owners deeply. Disney greenlit the film, and luckily it paid off. In 1995, Toy Story released and earned $373 million worldwide, becoming the second highest grossing film of 1995, the first ever full-length computer-generated film, and a classic that shaped the childhoods of millions. Pixar and Disney followed that up with A Bug's Life and Toy Story 2,
A Bug's Life
adding
is
to
so
the
good.
catalog of amazing films. But it wasn't just these animated films that made Disney so iconic during the Renaissance. You also had The Mighty Ducks, Cool Runnings, Angels in the Outfield, The Jungle Book, Hocus Pocus, The Parent Trap, Heavyweights.
Oh my God.
Let me know some of your favorites.
Chat, we had bangers back then, bro. I don't go fuck. Oh, Kenji, you? Oh, I don't go bro. You got TikTok. That's what you got. You got TikTok and depression. Enjoy that. We had some good bangers back then.
It's also important to understand that during the 90s, Disney also owned two major production studios, Touchstone and Hollywood Pictures. Touchstone produced Armageddon, Pretty Woman, Dead Poets Society, Sister Act, while Hollywood Pictures produced Tombstone, The Sixth Sense, and a bunch of others I don't personally recognize. In short, Disney absolutely dominated the 90s. They created iconic moments of magic that taught us valuable life lessons. They taught us right and wrong, never pretend to be something you are not, listen to your parents, love and cherish your family, lessons that would make us well-rounded human beings. However, they did get their fair share of criticism back then as well. The Hunchback of Notre Dame explores themes such as lust, obsession, and religious hypocrisy, which are more mature and intense than typical Disney fare. The character of Esmeralda was critiqued for her sexualized design, objectifying and misrepresenting her character. The 1989 VHS cover of The Little Mermaid was banned and later changed when people noticed it contained phallic imagery.
Oh, is that a dick? Did they put a dick on the cover?
What the fuck?
Is that real? No, that can't be real, bro.
But these days, many people think we should have been
No
harsher
way.
on Disney films in the 90s, which has caused people to go back in the past and become critical of what they thought were great films. Aladdin as a whole was criticized for perpetuating negative stereotypes and presenting a distorted and one-dimensional view of the Arab world. They also thought that the casting of white actor Robin Williams to voice the genie, who is a mystical being living in a lamp, was considered whitewashing since the character had cultural connotations associated with the Middle East. Disney also went back and changed controversial lyrics in the song Arabian Nights. A joke from the bloopers reel in Toy Story 2 raised so much controversy in 2019 that Disney decided to remove it.
Wait, what?
You know, I'm sure I could get you a part in Toy Story 3. I'm sorry, are we back? Oh, all right, girls. Lovely talking with you.
That's funny as shit. You don't think that's funny? That's fucking hilarious. That's controversial now? That is obviously like a joke, bro. What? That is hilarious. Like, someone come get this uncle. Like, what the fuck? I remember that, really? Bro, I remember that scene. That shit had me stuck for a second.
Considering the sexual misconduct allegations against Disney executives,
Never mind, nothing's funny. Editor, edit all that out. No,
Yeah,
wow.
he's not playing.
That was disgusting. That was such a disgusting clip. I can't believe that. And who was fucking disgusting, chop his balls off.
this joke didn't age well. Pocahontas was accused of appropriating and commodifying Native American culture for profit, without showing proper respect or understanding of the cultures and traditions they were depicting, while also being too historically inaccurate. They also depicted a relationship that falsely represented how natives felt about European settlers.
Okay, but it's a fucking movie. Like, do we not? Bitch, we're looking at cartoons right now. Since when the fuck was... I'm sorry, motherfucker. Last I checked, Disney was making movies with fucking talking toys. I don't think we're very historically accurate here. What the fuck are we talking about?
Their song Savages is a war song in the film with some questionable lyrics. Their whole disgusting race is like a curse. Their skin's a hellish red.
And I take it back. This is disgusting. This is a terrible fucking... They need to get their shit together. Disney is disgusting, and that's why we should boycott them. Terrible. Fuck them.
They're only good when dead. They're different from us, which means they must be evil.
Oh
People
my
were angry
God.
that they made such an important song into a catchy tune. However, defenders simply say that this is an accurate way to depict how horrifying and absurd their mindset was. Disney did go back and change some of the lyrics. From their whole disgusting race is like a curse
Oh my
to
God.
here's what you get when the races are diverse.
Oh, that's not any better. What the fuck? That's not any better. Holy shit. What was I watching as a kid? Oh my God.
However, there is no argument that the Renaissance era was Disney's peak, and the only reason they survived throughout the 2000s was because of their ability to buy the companies that were actually making great art. The 2000s is often described as Disney's experimental era
Lilo and
because
Stitch
the
was a
company
banger.
started trying different ventures to keep their billions flowing in. The Disney Channel was their venture into daytime television and was the last original creation before they kinda gave up. Even Stevens
Damn.
and Lizzie McGuire were their first big successes in the live action sector,
Lizzie
which led to
McGuire.
huge hits like That's So Raven, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Hannah Montana, and Wizards of Waverly Place.
Bangers.
These shows rooted our problems as tweens into reality. They depicted fun adventures while also tackling real problems like how to talk to your first crush, how to combat bullies, going through puberty, among other growing pains. Every single one of their successful TV shows were turned into movies, which speaks to their experimental nature. But they also produced original TV movies like Smart House, Cadet Kelly, the Halloween Town series, and of course, High School School Musical. For the people that didn't grow up during this era, it's hard to describe how much the Disney Channel impacted children.
Chad, did y'all ever get into High School Musical? Because I didn't even touch that, bro. I was never close to that bullshit.
Really?
No, dude, you watch that?
My siblings would put it on.
I never watched, bro, to be honest.
Like over and over and over.
Damn, you know the songs by heart?
Definitely not.
Yeah, I know you do. You be singing that shit in the shower.
Kids in the 50s through the 70s pretty much only watched cartoons on Saturday mornings. 80s and 90s kids watched before school and after school, but had less variety and autonomy over what they were watching. Early 2000s kids grew up with multiple TVs in the house. If parents wanted to control the television, they likely had a playroom TV or bedroom TV where they could watch whatever they want.
Them fucking kids are about to get crushed by that tank, bro. Them big ass, yo, that is the most dangerous shit to have in front of kids. The kid decided to be Spider-Man and it's over for that motherfucker.
He's dying, bro.
He ain't getting pancaked under that bitch car.
They had DVRs, playback software, endless amounts of reruns, and even multiple channels that aired the same shows. Disney Channel shows were averaging anywhere from 4 to 10 million viewers on the premieres alone. Hannah Montana and the Cheetah Girls became international superstars, doing stadium tours with 10,000 plus people singing songs that were based on a Disney Channel TV show.
Wow.
And while their live-action TV thrived, their animated TV shows were much weaker than competitors Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. But they still had some solid new additions with The Proud Family, Kim Possible, and Phineas and Ferb. All of those also got their own TV movies. But if it wasn't for Pixar, Disney's animated film presence would have tanked. They started the 2000s with The Emperor's New Groove, which fans loved, but it failed to meet the financial success of the Renaissance-era films, only profiting about $70 million, which isn't enough for Disney. From here, hand-drawn animation was being considered obsolete, and Disney had not been working on computer-generated animation. To make things worse, there was new competition on the horizon, DreamWorks. Disney created a competitor to Pixar and DreamWorks called Secret Lab, but the films they produced failed to meet expectations. Dinosaur was their 2000 film that featured CGI prehistoric creatures. The movie was just alright, not impressive enough for their CGI debut. It secured over $300 million in the box office, but they expected more. Secret Lab closed down after one failure. Pixar exploded again with Monsters Inc., and DreamWorks came out of the gates hot with Chicken Run and Shrek. Shrek 2 secured $900 million.
Whoa. Chicken Run. I remember, I didn't watch it, but I remember like trailers and like commercials with this shit. Chicken Run, chat, you watch this? Yes, yeah.
What?
I watched it. Bro, I feel like I missed out on a lot of good shit, dude. We might have to go watch. We might do a movie night, chat. We might do a movie night.
Came out of the gates hot with Chicken Run and Shrek. Shrek 2 secured $900 million in the box office. Disney was trembling. The Lilo and Stitch movie was the last original bona fide hit Disney had since the 90s, grossing $273 million, but it still didn't even come close to Pixar. Finding Nemo grossed nearly $1 billion worldwide. The Incredibles $600 million. Monsters Inc. $500 million. But it wasn't even just the money. Disney's animation was outdated, and their storylines were almost exactly the same from 1989 now into the 2000s. They knew they could not compete with the creativity of Pixar or DreamWorks, so CEO Bob Iger decided to acquire Pixar in 2006 for $7.4 billion. Every movie after 2006 by Pixar could technically be considered a Disney movie, but John Lasseter at Pixar was not going to let them ruin his films. He demanded that Disney executives have little power over the creative direction of Pixar films. And since Disney needed Pixar, they obliged and saw even more success. Cars, Ratatouille, WALL-E, Up, Pixar.
Bangers after bangers. This is what happens, bro. You just gotta let people cook. You over here, you wanna buy their shit out and then take full control. You don't know what the fuck you doing. Bro, let them cook, bro. Let them cook.
Saved Disney, but only for a little bit. To make matters worse for Disney, they were struggling to find big success in live-action films. There was really only two films that carried this era: Pirates of the Caribbean, which became a multi-billion-dollar series over the next 2 decades, and Chronicles of Narnia, which also grossed over $1 billion worldwide. Even though that was technically a spin-off from a book series written in the 50s. Other than that, we got some cult classics like The Princess Diaries, Freaky Friday, Bridge to Terabithia, and Remember the Titans. However, as we went into the 2010s, Disney Channel ratings started to dwindle. The only show still gaining viewership was Wizards of Waverly Place. By that point, kids like me were in high school and moving on from Disney. It seemed like every sector...
We on to these bitches! Come on, God, dab me up, come on. We out here. I fucked the whole football team.
Not
Their
at one
business
time.
was facing
He said what?
Not at one time.
imminent disaster as we passed 2010. Their TV cartoons weren't as good as Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network. Their
Cooking.
animated films weren't
Oh
as
my
good.
god, hold on, bro. Bro, Nickelodeon. Oh my god, bangers. They had Avatar: The Last Airbender, SpongeBob, TMNT, the teenage fucking what's this?
Phantom.
What's Jenny, the robot bitch? You know what I'm talking about? Jimmy Neutron. Oh my god. Well, who's this motherfucker from Reptar from Little Tommy? Who's the bald baby motherfuckers, dude? Invader Zim. Holy Cat
Weren't as good
Dog.
as
Oh, I
Nickelodeon
love
or
Cat
Cartoon
Dog.
Network. Their
Oh, Cartoon Network was
was
crazy.
facing-
Oh my god, look at that Dexter. Oh my god, bro, look at this. Kids Next
Yummy and
Door. Fucking imaginary
Girls.
foster kid shit. God, there's bangers here, bro. Man, we had a good ass childhood, bro.
Who is we?
What do you
This shit
mean?
is old.
That's old to you?
Kinda.
Oh my god, what the fuck did you grow up with?
I don't know, like Johnny Test, Phineas and Ferb, SpongeBob.
Motherfucker,
Wait, I watched
that was
all-
all
yeah, I
all
watched all of
there.
this.
What are you talking about,
This is more
motherfucker?
like my siblings, bro. I was a baby.
Oh my god, on God, bro, you bother me. Fucking young ass little bitch. Young
Alright, bro.
ass,
Alright, bro.
bitch ass. Fuck you over there watching. You over there watching Coco Melon ass.
No.
Yes.
I eat peanut. There's one. I suck on it.
Their live-action TV shows were losing steam, and honestly, they never really had booming success with live-action films aside from a few. So instead of
holes.
buckling down, figuring out where they are going wrong, figuring out how to create wonderful, imaginative universes like they did in the 90s and for nearly 100 years before, they took the easy way out and just bought out companies who were actually
Wow.
making great art. Disney actually has a long history of buying companies that are competing with them,
Greedy.
or buying into industries they want to take part in. Like in 1993, they purchased the Mighty Ducks hockey team and the California Angels baseball team. Why? Because they wanted to make a hockey movie and a baseball movie, and they weren't just going to waste an opportunity to create a money-making professional sports empire. Well, they failed, but the movies were pretty good. Then in 1996, they purchased ESPN as a whole when they acquired ABC Inc.
Holy
and
shit.
to save you a bunch of time, this is every single company that Disney owns today. Real estate
Dang.
companies, theme parks, merchandising, Vice, National Geographic, Hulu, and even GoPro. Disney has their white gloves in just about every business imaginable. They were once a company that took pride in creating cinematic masterpieces to last decades. With the help
Chat, do you think Disney's getting into VTubing? Like in the future? I could see it happening. Disney in VTubing? No. They make their own little VTube. What do you mean, dude? Think about it. It's a whole empire. It could be like competing with HoloLive. You know what I mean? They make their own VTube org, like Disney, whatever. You get that stamp of Kenji, please no. Bro, I'm a Mickey Mouse VTuber. Dude, think about it. They hire a voice actor that sounds like one of their fucking their IPs, right? You get Mickey Mouse, a little avatar, and then you put him in front of a TV, so you have a live stream for fucking kids, and you just hey, oh my god, I mean, and he just does this little voice acting thing. It would be so child friendly. It doesn't matter though. They would take
You went
over.
out a crazy idea, bro. It's into the world.
My fault. Is that good or bad? Is it good crazy or bad crazy?
I'm pretty sure it's good crazy, no?
I'm just saying, it sounds terrible because chat, you don't have a big brain like me, bro. What are you talking about? Okay, think about it. Okay, let's do this instead. To put it in more of your speed. Okay, let's say anime companies, right? Like the people, the studios that fucking have, let's say Gojo, for example. Okay, let's say the people that own JJK give Gojo a V2 model and then just let him stream. Mappa animated it, but like, you know what I'm talking about. Kenji, they're watching. You're telling me you wouldn't tune into a Gojo stream if he's over there talking about some yo Waibo, yo Ichi Tenkai. Like, come on, bro. I would for real. I know you would. You guys are bullshitting. So Disney would do the same thing because kids grew up with Disney, so they would go fucking do that shit. You probably wouldn't fucking watch it. It's a little too dated for you, but I'm saying like this timeless shit that kids would like. And kids, oh, you know what? Fuck it. Whatever. Fuck you, chat.
of Bob Iger, they became focused on one thing and one thing only: profit. And in the start of the 2010s, they did pretty dang good.
I don't like
after
that
they
film.
purchased Marvel Entertainment for $4.4 billion. Many people thought Disney acquiring Marvel would remove some of the edge these Marvel characters had. Just like John Lasseter made sure Disney didn't ruin Pixar, Marvel's president Kevin Feige was going to continue to control the creative direction for future films. Kevin produced most of the iconic Marvel movies in the early 2000s. Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Fantastic Four. Marvel was on fire, and Disney's newfound ownership would surprisingly make things better in the beginning. Feige had a vision for the Marvel Cinematic Universe that no one had attempted before on the big screen. His plan was to make an interconnected universe of films all building to one finale. Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America. They came out of the gates hot. The Avengers securing $1.5 billion worldwide, which made it the third highest grossing film of all time in 2012. Iron Man 3, Thor the Dark World, The Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man. Marvel was releasing 2 huge feature films per year, and each time it was a...
And then they f***ed it up by these weak ass shows, dude. Black Widow show, all this stupid shit on trash, garbage. They f***ed it up. Ain't no one watching. And then you have to end up watching some rushed bullshit on fucking... You don't even know what's going on anymore. It's just so bad, dude.
Cultural event. All the way up through 2019, they were breaking records left and right.
Oh my god, wait, pause it. They literally already have a VTuber. Look.
When can we do this again?
You're saying...
the turtle?
Yup.
He's cool, bro.
They already have it. So when y'all talking and saying, oh, you're crazy, whatever the fuck, you're bugging because people are paying like hundreds of dollars to go see a fuck turtle, dude. Okay, fuck you. I know what I'm talking about. It's huge. This is huge.
You sure this is old?
Doesn't matter, bro. What I'm saying is it's an untapped market for them. Like, they have this turtle thing. That's all they have. They could do anything and everything. All their works are timeless, bro. If one thing pops off, they could go full on VTube with it, have a voice actor. It'll be crazy. My fault. Okay. Oh, sorry. I take it back. Sorry, Kenji. Okay. Understood. As long as we on the same shit. Crunchyroll has a VTuber. Yeah, Crunchyroll has a VTuber, but I'm saying they should get like the voice actors of popular anime. You know what I mean? It would be cool.
Thor Ragnarok, Deadpool 2, Venom, all were massive. Then Black Panther, becoming the highest grossing film directed by a black filmmaker, grossing over $1.3 billion. The film celebrated black culture in a groundbreaking way, offering a vision of Africa through the fictional nation of Wakanda that was rich, advanced, and uncolonized.
Whoa.
The film showcased a specific, beautiful black aesthetic, from Afrocentric natural hair to carefully designed costumes drawing from various African references. This attention to detail reflected the diversity of black culture and identity.
RP Chadwick. It's Chadwick, right? You know, RP to the GOAT, dude. I'm so sad. And people, I remember the week before he passed, dude, everybody was dragging him on Twitter. Oh, he looks so skinny. Oh, like talking mad shit. Fucking dickhead.
2 movies that wrapped up Marvel's decade-long dominance are Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. Infinity War grossed $2 billion at the box office, making it the highest grossing superhero film of all time, only to be beaten by Endgame the next year, $2.7 billion worldwide. Many people believe these 2 movies are in the top 10 best superhero films of all time, and they also believe them to be the end of Marvel's dominance.
True.
After all, it was Kevin Feige's vision to build all these stories throughout the years until they came together in Endgame. Pixar continued to steamroll ahead in the 2010s. Toy Story 3 became the highest grossing animated film of all time. Brave, which was a new story that became a massive hit, earning $500 million.
I have never watched that.
Monsters University grossed over $700 million.
It's like one
then
part.
Inside Out was even bigger
She shot
at
the arrow, that's
$850
it.
million. Finding Dory was another $1 billion box office success. If you look at Pixar's catalog from 1995 to 2017, they had one flop, one of the most impressive runs in history. Disney was in total domination at the start of the 2010s. Yeah, they were being carried by their acquisitions, but they made a short comeback from their own animation studio.
Wreck-It
Ralph in 2012 was a very Pixar-inspired film about the lives of video game characters inside the arcade machines. Earning a solid $500 million at the box office got the momentum building for what was about to come. Frozen, the highest grossing animated film.
Let it go, let it go. Come here, Kai, come here. I wanna let it go. Let it go. You like that?
Do you wanna build a snowman?
Of all time, beating out Toy Story 3, $1.28 billion. But the success of Frozen was more than just money. Disney was able to recreate the magic and cultural dominance they had in the 90s, an original princess movie with addicting musical performances.
I'm gonna be honest, I never watched Frozen. Oh god, I never watched it. I saw a few TikToks of songs and shit. That's it. I've never watched Frozen, beginning to end. Don't even know what it's about. I'm a assume Rapunzel, but ice cubes. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Valuable life lessons for kids like learning to be brave, take risks, communicate your conflicts, and always love your friends and family. It just felt right to see my little sister have an iconic Disney film to grow up with. Then they followed up with Big Hero 6 and Moana, both
Big
solid
Hero 6
additions
is
to the
fire.
new Pixar-inspired Disney catalog.
Yeah.
They also took a big step
I
progressively.
like it.
In 2014, on an episode of Good Luck
Hey,
Charlie,
Max.
Disney displayed a same-sex couple for the first time.
Taylor has two moms.
Something that would become a key
They
part
sizzle.
of all of their films years later. Their live-action films Cinderella and The Jungle Book were also huge hits. Beauty and the Beast earned over $1 billion. By the mid-2010s, everything was booming again. Disney just could
Moana.
not miss. In 2012, they purchased Lucasfilm, the creators of Star Wars, for $4 billion. Although this acquisition financially would be fruitful for Disney, there are a lot of mixed opinions regarding the execution of these films.
Because they f***ed them. They fucking ruined Star Wars. I don't care what. And Kenji, I don't care. They ruined Star Wars for me. The whole Rey saga, wherever, just trash. Like straight garbage. Like actual garbage. It's not even worth watching. The shows, they're decent, but Ahsoka, it just came out. Don't care. Trash. Okay, the choreography and all these, what I don't understand, they're paying $4 billion for a fucking company, right? At least pay like $4,000 to get someone to teach them how to use a lightsaber, dude. The lightsaber battles look like shit. It's so slow paced, the cameras, everything's garbage. How do you have a better fucking movie and better graphically, better visuals from fucking 1997 from this shit? It don't make sense. Sorry, you watch Star Wars, Kai?
No.
You never watched Star Wars? No, we gotta do that, bro. We actually
I
gotta
watched
do
like
that.
one or two of them.
No, fuck that. We gotta watch beginning to end. No, I'm serious, Kyler. I'm serious, bro. I'm not even joking. Like, this is mandatory.
I didn't watch Star Wars, no. Wait, I probably watched one.
It's
One with the dude
mandatory.
with the-
I'm serious.
The dude with the red and black face paint, and then he got two swords.
We rewatching it because the fact that you don't even know his name is so disrespectful.
Darth Maul?
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Play with me, oh my God, play with me. We watching that shit, dude.
Their first release with Lucasfilm was in 2015, Star Wars The Force Awakens, which as it sits is the 11th highest grossing film of all time adjusted for inflation, earning $2 billion.
Don't care.
A huge success, but it didn't actually continue the Star Wars story that was developed for the past 40 years. It's like they changed everything the fans knew and loved about their characters and wrote a new story. Visually, it was stunning, and people who were new to the franchise adored it, but longtime fans were disappointed, hoping the second film would be better. Rogue One in 2016 took a bit of a risk casting lesser known, or at the time not A-list actors, Felicity Jones and Diego Luna. Disney executives were supposedly not fully satisfied with the first cut, and will bring in writer and director Tony Gilroy to help with the movie. With his help streamlining it all, reconceptualizing the story, reshooting scenes and editing, with the iconic Darth Vader fight scene being added right at the end of filming, the movie would be a huge hit. It was the last critically acclaimed and beloved Star Wars movie despite having a $1 billion decrease in revenue from the previous one. Star Wars is a multi-generational classic that is always going to bring in revenue due to it being the most popular film franchise of all time. Using revenue alone is not an accurate representation of how the community felt about these films, and there are people who dedicate their entire lives diving into the insane complexity that is this cinematic universe that George Lucas created. So to sit here and describe where every film went wrong would take forever, but there is some crucial information to understand why Disney tainted the Star Wars legacy. Disney CEO Bob Iger wrote in his 2019 memoir that George Lucas wrote outlines for a Star Wars trilogy. Bob said, "We needed to buy them, though we made it clear in the purchase agreement that we would not be contractually obligated to adhere to the plot lines he had laid out. Instead, Disney gave creative control to director J.J. Abrams, screenwriter Michael Arndt, and Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy. From the very beginning, George Lucas saw them ruining his vision for the trilogy. He felt betrayed. Disney loved his ideas and bought him out only to change everything they loved. And instead of them coming up with their own cohesive story, they let multiple directors take the leads for different films. Rian Johnson for The Last Jedi and J.J. Abrams for The Rise of Skywalker.
Terrible.
Critics say these films subvert our expectations, but that's just a fancy way of saying it's unpredictable. And just because it's unpredictable doesn't mean it's good. The film's decisions regarding character arcs, plot twists, and the identity of certain characters felt totally random and lacked continuity. Going against the man who created this franchise obviously pissed off longtime fans, and although each movie brought in serious profits, they felt like Disney took advantage of George Lucas and the massive Star Wars community.
Star Wars community is like, we're gonna watch whatever they give us because we'll just take crumbs, you know what I mean? But it's kind of like the Call of Duty community. Motherfuckers, we know Call of Duty is gonna be trash. We know it's the same fucking game, okay? But we're still gonna fucking buy it and then bitch about it later. It's the same thing with Star Wars. We're gonna fucking watch that shit that you put on our fucking in front of us. We wish it was better, but we're still gonna fucking do it anyway, dude. Okay, if we're being honest, like fuck it.
Financially speaking, throughout the 2010s, Disney reigned supreme. with almost no dents in their armor. But the only way to go from here was down, starting with Pixar, the studio that saved them 20 years earlier. John Lasseter, Pixar and Walt Disney Animation Studios' chief creative officer, took a leave of absence in 2017 after revelations last year that he sexually harassed multiple employees during his tenure. At Pixar, John was known for grabbing, kissing, making comments about physical attributes. John responded with, "I've recently had a number of difficult conversations that have been very painful for me. It's never easy to face your missteps, but it's the only way to learn from them." Lasseter made himself the victim, hoping to gain sympathy of those who oppose this sudden Me Too movement. Disney didn't fire him until he finished the projects that he was working on. He stayed there for another year to finish Incredibles 2 and Toy Story 4. Both were massive commercial and critical successes. Although John was exposed for being a relentless creep, deserving of his termination, there is no doubt that he was the creative genius at Pixar.
Of course he's creepy, bro. He makes like movies with cars talking and toys talking and shit. Imagine the sex, okay? I'm just saying, he's walking up to you with a little, look, he got this in his hand talking about something. Hey, say hi to Woody. Hey, go ahead, talk to him.
His shit start wiggling.
He said, suck that. like, bro, I would not trust that motherfucker at all, bro. Of course he's creepy. Keep that motherfucker locked up. But still, dude, fuck, that sucks.
After he left, Pixar died. Onward was a box office flop. And received controversy for this clip.
It's not easy being a new parent. My girlfriend's daughter got me pulling my hair out, okay?
The officer mentions her girlfriend's daughter, obviously stating that she is a lesbian. Most people didn't even notice this quick line. In fact, the LGBTQ community was pretty happy about it. However, this short scene got the film banned in multiple Middle Eastern countries. From there, Soul was a flop. Luca was a flop.
Soul, bro, people are bugging. Soul was actually fire. Chat, y'all gotta watch Soul. Haters, super good movie. I don't get the fucking ending, but super good.
Turning Red managed to barely make a profit, but when you consider marketing expenses, it's still a flop. Pixar was spending $100 to $200 million per film to make these detailed, beautiful universes, but lacked any decent storytelling to keep you engaged. Lightyear was the unforeseen spin-off of Toy Story's Buzz Lightyear. And in this one, Pixar took their inclusion to new heights when they displayed a same-sex couple kissing. Conservatives claimed Lightyear was an attempt by Disney to indoctrinate children and shape their beliefs. Social media saw a firestorm of different opinions online, and the movie failed in the box office. But not just because of controversy. It's because they depicted Buzz as more of a human than the toy we all know and love. It was voiced by not Tim Allen, and it's an origin story that nobody really needed in the first place. It's hard to say what exactly went wrong at Pixar in the past few years. It can't simply be Lasseter's exit because he was hired by Skydance Animations and their first movie Luck was a commercial and critical failure. Pixar has never had so many failures commercially and critically in their entire history. They are on life support and don't know how to save themselves. The next sector of Disney's business to go was their own animation studio. Instead of taking risks on new storylines, they continued pushing what was working. Ralph Breaks the Internet was a solid sequel that was loved by fans and critics, also turned a decent profit. Frozen 2 was bound to be a smash hit and ended up being bigger than they probably imagined, $1.4 billion in the box office, the second highest grossing animated film of all time. Hopefully this was enough profit to handle all the loss they were about to take in the 2020s. Raya and the Last Dragon, flop. Encanto had an okay box office performance but got more popular once it was added to the Disney Plus streaming service. Strange World was a massive box office failure and had yet another LGBT.
I never even seen that movie.
The main character, Ethan Clade, is an openly gay teenager whose crush is the male character Diazo. This is the first Disney film with an openly gay lead character. Teachers in Florida were being investigated for showing this film to their students. Opposers think that Disney Animations is failing because they choose not to write an interesting and meaningful storyline, but rather focus on pushing an agenda to children. However, the LGBTQ community feels like they're
I don't think it's pushing an agenda. I think they're trying to be more inclusive, but by doing so, they're like motherfuckers that have like, oh my god, don't do that. You know what I mean? They're in like, fuck it, we're boycotting, right? And then they're focusing so much on inclusion that they're like saying fuck the story. That's what I can only assume. They're not making interesting stories where they're just like, hey, feel included. You know what I mean? Feel included. And then we're like, okay, I feel included. And then you start watching and be like, but this movie sucks. Thank you for including me, but this shit trash. Make it better. Fuck.
Like, don't include me in that. Yeah, take me out of that shit.
That shit garbage for real.
Finally getting deserved representation in films. But Disney made their stance towards the LGBTQ community very clear in March of 2022, when Florida legislator passed HB 1557, otherwise known as the Don't Say Gay bill. This bill prohibits instruction on sexual orientation or gender identity in grades kindergarten through 3rd grade. The bill is framed around the fundamental rights of parents to make decisions regarding the upbringing and control of their children. Since
Fuck
Disney
that. I'm gonna go up to the little kid. I'm like, you little gay ass, shut your gay ass up. Do your homework.
You is located in Florida.
Are you crying, little gay ass? Do your homework. I'm going to get locked up, bro. Fucking police. The deputy gonna come tackle me. Traumatize my fault.
They were pressured to take a stance. They issued a statement. Florida's HB 1557 should have never been passed and should never have been signed into law. Our goal as a company is for this law to be repealed by the legislature or struck down in the courts.
Oh, they're getting political.
To supporting the national and state organizations working to achieve that. Disney did not attempt to block this law while it was in process, and as far as we know, have not made any progress towards getting it changed. Walt Disney Studios was able to offset some of the losses from their 2 animation studios failing with live-action remakes of classics. From 2015, Disney has been on a remake tirade. Cinderella, The Jungle Book, Alice Through the Looking Glass, Beauty and the Beast, Dumbo, Aladdin, Lady and the Tramp. All of these were very safe and solid box office successes, but the biggest was none other than The Lion King, earning $1.6 billion, making it the highest grossing animated film of all time. However, these...
Where's Spider-Man at? Where's Spider-Man at? Can we get some Spider-Man action? Where's the Spider-Man?
Safe remakes would come to a screeching halt. Mulan, Cruella, Pinocchio, Peter Pan all failed to make substantial revenue. Now, this could be due to the pandemic shutting down theaters and people being scared to go out in public, but it's more likely that Disney fans are just exhausted from the oversaturation of old stories.
True.
So they threw a curveball at a classic. The Little Mermaid 2023 was a live-action remake.
Oh my god,
that
my dad is fucking hilarious. Yo, my dad was fucking hilarious. So we watched the full movie, right, of Little Mermaid, right? Oh god, the funniest shit in the world. Oh no. Uh-oh. We watched the full movie. I'm like, oh yeah, no, that was really good. That was pretty good for like a live action. I was like, that was dope, right? And then my dad just goes, yeah, no, it was good. But are we not going to talk about the elephant in the room? I looked to my left, I was like, what elephant? And he's like, why was she black? Oh my god, fucking dad. That dad is so fucking funny, bro. Oh god. And then I saw a TikTok later saying your dad, no, he's fucking hilarious. So I saw a TikTok later and it's saying they're turning all the gingers, like all the redheads, into like black characters, bro. I swear to God, dude, on everything I love. And bro, before you say anything, hold on. No, because they are. Am I bugging or are they not? It's true though. I swear, I saw a fucking TikTok and they're so on point with it. It's scary. My ginger queens, yeah, really? Pocky, look up. Matter of fact, we'll watch it after this. Or fuck it, we'll watch it right now. Hold on.
Superman's best friend is now black.
JJ, get your man.
The Little Mermaid.
Get your man.
The Little Mermaid is now black. Starfire is a ginger. Not anymore.
We did take Star.
Because at first you're like, hold on, bro, that sounds a little racist, bro. Like we can't have no characters. And then you start looking and you're like, hold on, do we have our own characters? Like, or are they just getting, what the fuck?
As far as DC's concerned, he is right.
They're just getting transformed, bro.
We know the formula, DC. We see what
Wally West also.
you got that right. He's right. What the Batwoman, technically. Batwoman in the comics. What kind of That's a hell of an observation.
This is like that thing where like a bunch of black superheroes have electric powers. Like,
yeah,
there's no reason.
Wait, bro, question. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, April, TNMT. I just watched that.
No way.
Even April in the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh God, you can't make this up. No way. It's actually not even a conspiracy anymore. They're just doing it. Can we get some fucking cool characters, bro? Can you just make an original cool character for like what the fuck? Okay, anyways, let's continue this. My fault. Editor, leave all that in, bro.
As Ariel. This made headlines because the original 1989 animation depicted Ariel as a white woman, whereas Hallie is African American. Disney has been accused of whitewashing their characters for years, but we don't often see them totally change the race of one of their main characters. Critics accuse Disney of blatantly pandering, trying to change something.
She could sing though, bro. Oh my god, she could sing.
That was a non-issue in the first place. However, defenders pointed out that mermaids don't have a race because they are not real, and Disney has had very few black lead characters over the years. Some people in the middle thought that the lead just didn't look like Ariel, specifically because her hair is orange and not red. Normally, these controversies lead to failure, but fans and critics seem to like this movie, and it made a nice profit. However, their upcoming Snow White remake has easily received the most controversy out of them all, and it hasn't even come out yet. It all started with the casting of Rachel.
Bro, I've seen a few TikToks. I think she's just unlikable. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. She is unlikable, bro. It's just the way she talks. She just sounds so arrogant and fucking like snooty, bro. I don't care if you think I'm bugging or not. She just ugh. I don't know, dude.
Rachel Zegler, a Colombian.
Gonna be a girl boss, right?
Yeah, bro. But it's not even like a girl boss. It's just like, I don't know, the way she comes off, bro, is like, okay, I'm a feminist. I'm all for women rights, bro. I love women. I love me some women, right? But like what she says is almost like anti-men. Like it's not like it's like put women up but also kick men down type shit. I don't know, dude. It just comes off like that. I'm pretty sure she said some shit. I don't know, bro. I don't know though. Careful, Kenji. What am I careful about, bro? Listen, I'm gonna be flat out honest. I'm sorry. Motherfucker, I'm a feminist again. I'm all for some women. Ladies in my line, you feel me? But this bitch, oh god! My fault, play this.
American set to play the role of Snow White. This specific princess is known for having pale white skin and dark hair, but Rachel's skin color is not why people are angry. Instant reminders that she hates the original story.
I mean, you know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story. With a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird. The cartoon was made 85 years ago, and therefore it's extremely dated when it comes to the ideas of women being in roles of power. I just mean that it's no longer 19.
It's fucking Snow White, you dumb motherfucker. If you want to make a original fucking film, go do that shit, motherfucker. What the fuck is stopping you? You're an actress, right? You're a very strong, powerful woman. Go fucking make a goddamn film that people would like. Please, I'll fucking wait. You're gonna go fuck motherfucker, Snow White. People like Snow White, maybe because of the story. If you're gonna change the whole fucking story, maybe it's not gonna be Snow White and people are gonna fucking like it anymore. You stupid fuck. It's the story. Hello? That's like, oh wow, fuck. Oh my god, I can't. Anyways, she just seems snooty to me, bro. You know what I mean? Even if this was said in like a slightly different tone, maybe, or some shit. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just don't like her.
37. I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again.
Like,
you were not scared of Snow White. Fuck out of here.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, do you hear this bitch? She's doing the most, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Even people who are extremely for Disney reshaping and modifying their classics to fit a modern society think Rachel is annoying, entitled, and disrespectful. And on top of that, she doesn't think she's being paid enough.
If I'm gonna stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
She's like everything people hate about this generation distilled into a single person. There have been rumors that Disney plans on axing this film due to the controversy. If that becomes true, it would forever change the way they cast their lead characters. If they don't axe the film, it sends the message to future leads that you can disrespect the legacy of Disney, insert your unwanted opinions, all while elevating your fame and getting paid millions of dollars.
True.
Marvel has not been able to escape this downfall either. Aside from Spider-Man and Black Panther, who were certified billion-dollar hits, their rollout of new films have been catastrophic. The New Mutants, The Kingsman, Morbius, Eternals, which was their first openly gay superhero, all bombed at the box office. This is especially bad when you consider these movies have $200 million budgets. Their new TV series She-Hulk, WandaVision, Ms. Marvel, and Secret Invasion are not drawing much excitement from fans either. And rumors are circulating that some of these TV episodes are costing upwards of $25 million to make. In an effort to cut costs, they are—
Bitch, give me a meal. Like, someone watching, give me a meal, bro. Please. Oh my god. I'll suck a d. Oh god, I'll suck the biggest d. Like, bro, I suck my own d. Like, if you want, bro, I'm flexible. I can do it. Trust me, it's there. If you want me to, just give me, I want $1 million, please. Damn.
aren't shrinking budgets and writing better stories, they're just laying off hardworking people. Bob Iger announced his plan to reduce costs by $5.5 billion, which included reducing the workforce by 7,000 employees. One of these employees was Marvel executive Ike Perlmutter, who was the man who sold Marvel to Disney 15 years ago. Disney has bought extremely valuable IP from culturally significant studios, rinsed every dollar they could out of them, and reshaped the narratives to tell a more modern and socially acceptable story. But they are now in panic mode. It's not working anymore. They have lost $900 million in their last 8 releases, and just a week ago their stock price hit a 9-year low when it fell below $84 in 2023.
My thing is like, okay, you're obviously not creative, right? Every IP you had fucking failed, okay, to a point. You fucking buy other people's shit so they can do good on their shit, and then you're changing their shit, and then it doesn't make sense, bro. Like, if you fucking suck at something, just let other people do what the fuck they're good at. You know what I mean? Like, you're just ruining. Oh my god, they're just killing shit.
So if going woke is clearly pissing off fans and dragging their financials,
I don't even think it's woke. I think they're stupid, bro. Whoever's in charge is just dumb.
Mud, why are they doing it? Is it because they genuinely care about inclusion and making people of all kinds feel comfortable and happy?
It doesn't feel like that. It just feels like they're like we support you, come spend your money over here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, dude. I don't believe that shit, to be honest.
Well, when you learn about the Corporate Equality Index, you might think differently as to why companies are all of a sudden being so forward with their political ideologies. For the 16th year in a row, Disney received a score of 100 on the Human Rights Campaign Foundation's Corporate Equality Index. The CEI score is administered by the Human Rights Campaign, the largest LGBTQ political lobbying organization in the US. This score is given to companies that meet certain criteria such as workforce protections, inclusive benefits, supporting an inclusive culture, and the big one being corporate social responsibility. CSR is the one we will notice the most because of the rules that must be followed to earn a full score in this area. Marketing or advertising in LGBTQ consumers, advertising with LGBTQ plus content, advertising in LGBTQ media or sponsoring LGBTQ organizations and events, and demonstrated public support for LGBTQ plus equality under the law through local, state, and federal legislation or initiatives. Companies are rewarded with essentially a social credit score based on how inclusive they are. Investors often consider a company's CEI score as an indicator of potential future backlash over human rights violations or other controversies. A high CEI score can reassure investors that the company is a relatively safe bet. If you do not comply with the HRC's guidelines and receive a low CEI score, then investment firms that control trillions of dollars, such as BlackRock, will actively avoid investing in your company.
Whoa.
This situation becomes particularly concerning when viewed through the lens of potential blackmail. If a company fails to meet HRC's criteria, the HRC can exert pressure on investors. These investors, in turn, can influence the company's board, creating a chain of external pressures. If they learn that a company is not complying with the HRC's LGBTQ criteria, they have the power to contact advertising agencies and encourage them to no longer do business with these companies. This could result in a significant loss of income for a non-compliant company, adding another layer of complexity.
Shadow government type shit. Yeah, true, frogs. This is true, bro. Hey, capitalism though? No, chat. This is true. If you think like our fucking government, no, bro. Motherfuckers with money, motherfuckers run shit, bro. The fuck? If you think our government runs some shit, oh, you're bugged the fuck out, bro. Okay, there is companies with millions, billions, trillions of dollars, bro, and money talks, bro. Okay, motherfuckers is gonna sell out. Think about it, bro. You think government officials aren't getting bribed? You think motherfuckers ain't get? I'm telling you right now, money rules the world, bro. It's crazy.
Companies that do adhere to the CEI criteria may also be penalized if they engage in business with companies that do not. In some cases, even the companies that are making an effort to meet the CEI standards could see their scores negatively affected. Very powerful billionaires are very much against conservative values. Strong family bonds, frugality, and modesty contradict the consumerist mindset. By influencing a younger generation to distance themselves from these traditional values, these cutthroat businessmen aim to shape a future consumer base that generates more profits than ever before. However, not every company is successful in trying to achieve a higher score. For instance, companies like Bud Light have faced controversies that led to significant financial losses. The biggest problem with this score is that you'll never know the difference between an actually progressive, inclusive company and one that's just trying to get a higher score to look good for investors. You have to ask yourself, is Disney trying to make your life easier, safer, and happier? Or are they just trying to prevent investors from getting scared and pulling out? The truth is, Disney has always faced backlash, and they always will. You can type in literally any Disney film, the word controversy after it, and you will find an article of someone pinpointing a small detail accusing them of being racist, whitewashing, too gay, not gay enough. There will always be someone angry.
True.
After dragging 3 iconic studios into the dirt and squeezing out every last penny they can, it seems like the one thing they haven't tried in 2 decades is use their endless amount of dollars and connections to build a super team and write a good story.
Nah, fuck that. To be original, these fucking bum motherfuckers, dude. Okay, make a good fucking movie. We'll watch it. It's that simple, dude. Gay, not gay, dick sucking, no dick sucking. Like, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. If it's a good fucking movie, I'm gonna fucking watch the movie, okay? Stop doing fucking shitty remakes. I don't want to see fucking Lion King live action. I already watched it when I was a kid. And you already know if it's live action, it's probably gonna be fucking worse than the goddamn cartoon. Make something cool to watch, bitch, okay? Look at, take Spider-Man for example. Spider-Man was fucking dope, bitch, okay? I'm sure motherfuckers like, oh, Black Spider-Man woke. Oh my God. I don't give a fuck, bitch. That movie was fire as fuck, dude.